baby.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another installment of the All Over Podcast. It's your two favorite hosts, Zion and Norm. What up with you, boy?
Taking it easy, man. It's nice. Summer's around, so just been
Beautiful day.
vibing. Definitely a beautiful day for sure.
How you been?
Man, I'm all right. I think for the first time in my life, I can actually say I'm all right. You know,
Meanwhile, I'm over here struck. I ain't even gonna say that. I'm optimistic. A lot of events happen, in my life, but I'm optimistic, especially about what we talked about before we started recording.
yes,
So
sir. Blessing.
we y'all stay tuned. Bigger and better things coming 2022 and beyond. Um Well, without further ado, we're gonna hop into these topics today. Today is gonna be more of like a trending events type episode, y'all. I know sometimes we have some type of deep, in-depth conversation or some overall topic. Today, we talking about the world. And if you don't like it, you should like it because it's Zion and Norm. Can't nobody say it how we say it. So, first off, I want to talk about Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard.
Mm, mm, My dog stepped on the beat. Yeah, that meme is crazy, bro. Her face after. But yeah,
So, okay, did you watch any of the trial?
yeah, I watched a little bit.
Okay, how you feel about it? Let me get your thoughts before we go into this.
I'm gonna be completely honest. From the jump, ever since the first, time that they entered the courtroom, and I seen, like little highlights of it, I can already tell Johnny Depp was going. Her body language was off. They were asking her questions. She got caught up in so many questions. She was stuttering. Everything was just like it seemed like the questions that they were asking her were like wrecking her nerves, and like she didn't know how to respond to it. So it was just like I already gained a sense that she was kind of not telling the truth about a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
And Johnny was just cool, calm, and collected. He was laughing the whole time. He's just like, he was just chilling, bro. So I'm just like, yeah, I don't know, but I wasn't trying to make no assumptions because I know cases like this are very serious. But at the same time, it was just like I couldn't take her serious. I really couldn't, man.
Yeah, defamation of character, that's something very serious. And this all spiraled from, I guess, in an interview or some type of magazine interview that she did a while back, and basically said some outlandish things about Johnny. So he sued her for defamation. And hey, I mean, I think I applaud Johnny Depp and his legal team because his legal team out legal team her legal team
Yeah.
is the only way to say it.
It hasn't this been going on since like 2016, just
Um,
about.
Now the trial just started, I think, like about 6 weeks ago. But like, I guess they've been going back and forth for a couple years now. I guess.
Yeah, because I read his post following the case,
Mhm.
and I seen it on Instagram. He was just like saying people have been trying to. He said something. I think he was just like they've been doing this to me for about 6 years, and to finally be able to like say I'm free. I'll look it up just so I'm not saying something that
Yeah.
he didn't actually say. I'll read it. 6 years ago, the life of my children, the lives of the closest to me, and also the lives of people for who many years have supported and believed in me were forever changed, all in the blink of an eye. False, very serious and criminal allegations were leveled via at me via the media, which triggered an endless barrage of hateful content, although no no charges were ever brought up against me. So I guess he said 6 years ago everything pretty much changed for him because she
Right.
said things about him, and
And that's what I wanted to cover this because that's going to lead us into this whole era of believe all women. And unfortunately, that's not something we can do. We talked about it in one of our previous episodes about how we live in such a
feminist
feminist
world.
society and feminist world that a lot of times the men's needs, wants, or desires or whatnot get cast to the wayside. And so she came out and said this, and for 6 years or however long it's been,
Yeah.
Johnny Depp, he lost movie roles over this.
And being accused, God bless those people, being accused of something like that is very, very, especially for somebody that has a career like Johnny Depp, that can be very, very detrimental, and it can change everybody's outlook on you.
Right.
And it's not even, I mean, my bad to cut you off. It's not even just cases like this. You know how many times, like even like NBA legends, I think somebody had a case out on Kobe. I was talking to you about this a couple
Hmm.
weeks ago. Somebody tried it with LeBron. Oh, he raped me. Oh, he abused me. Oh, he did this. He did that. And turns out a lot of the times it doesn't even turn out to be true. So just like trying to get, money off of somebody, and ruin their career and things like that is, it's such a terrible thing to me, bro, because you can really mess somebody's career up like that, really. So
And
it's just,
it's unfortunate because you do have women that have actually been either sexually assaulted
mhm.
or verbally, physically, however, have been assaulted in whatever manner it may be. And now when they come forward, it's kind of like,
Yeah, people
we
are
need more
iffy about it.
evidence.
People are iffy about it,
Because
and
you
it's
have people like Amber Heard who
yeah, lie and just try to, and it's terrible, bro. Because okay, for the people that are out there, like not even people, but women that are out there that have been sexually assaulted. I just want to put a little disclaimer out there. We're not taking the ish on y'all right now. We
yeah,
ain't
yeah,
pooping
yeah.
on
if
y'all.
you're an
We,
actual victim
you
by
know,
no, we're not trying to speak
it's just
against you or
like the
nothing.
people that are lying about those things are making y'all look bad. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Because it's just like when once you lie about something like that, and then once it comes out that you were lying, people are gonna look at things like this a lot differently. When a woman does come out and say, "Oh, a celebrity did
Right.
this to me," it's gonna be very, very
When the
questionable.
next person comes, it's gonna be,
Yeah, very,
we
very
need more evidence.
controversial,
We
and
don't know.
and it's just like even having you shouldn't. Okay, when somebody comes and when they say I've been abused, accusing somebody of something like that, having an allegation on somebody like that, and then lie about it, you have to be a very, very, very bad person, bro. Very bad person. So for anybody out here that that's listening right now that has ever done that, bro, shame on you.
And it's
Honestly.
crazy because I think they ruled in like a. First of all, do you know who Amber Heard is? You ever heard of her?
Yeah. She an actor too, right?
Yeah, she's an actress. But you ever
Hmm.
seen any of her movies?
Nope.
You
Never.
have.
I've seen one of her
I
movies.
didn't notice. Remember in Zombieland, like the girl he let the girl sleep over at his house, and then she turned into a zombie in the morning.
Oh yeah, that
That's
was
her.
her.
Yeah, I ain't even.
Wow.
I didn't know. I never knew because I was like
Yeah, me
Amber
neither.
Heard. Like I heard the name, but I never seen her in the movie. So I looked it up and I was like, oh, that's who that was.
Wow.
Meanwhile,
Okay.
Johnny Depp, you know who that is.
Of
But
course, we all do. Our childhood favorite.
that's right. Captain Jack Sparrow. Shout out to him. Uh, nah, I was just doing some reading on the internet, and now they saying like she not even able to pay the $10 million
Yeah.
adjustment
Yeah.
because they was like her net worth only like 2 million. So how she supposed to? They try to like talk about filing for bankruptcy and all that, and it's like this is what happens when false allegations blow up in your face.
And I don't know if you saw her post, but bro, she's still trying to egg it on.
She's that's her story, and she's
She's still
sticking to
she's
it.
still sticking with it, and it's just like, bro, how are you? I don't know,
What
man.
she
It's
say? My
just
heart hurts for women around the world
yeah.
that
She
have.
said the disappointment I feel today is beyond words. I'm heartbroken that the mountain of evidence was still not enough to stand against the disproportionate power, influence, and sway of my ex husband. I'm even more disappointed with what this verdict means for other women. It is a setback. It sets back a clock of time to when a woman who spoke up and spoke out could publicly be shamed and humiliated. It sets back the idea that violence against women is to be taken seriously. I'm not gonna read the rest because I'm not trying to give this girl no spotlight today, but just for you to, that's like somebody lying about let's say somebody lied about, I don't know, having a disease or something like that.
Mhm.
And then even after people found out that you lied about it, you're still going around telling people that you have it. Why would you do that? Why would you like? Why are you even? If I was her, um, I don't know. It's just like when you get caught up in the act of something, at least apologize. I don't even think she said anything to Johnny Depp, and then they were saying that she's not gonna pay the money. Obviously, she doesn't have the money to pay the money, but it's just like if you knew one, Johnny Depp was the one that took this case up, right?
Yeah, he sued her for
Okay, good.
defamation.
Because I'm saying like if she was the one that was like, oh yeah, I want to go to court, and if she knew that it was a 50-50 chance that he was gonna win or she was gonna win, then if I don't know, man, it's just something like that. You should never ever try to bring somebody down because that's literally somebody's career, bro. Like
Yeah,
he has millions of supporters and millions of fans that are just like, and when you Johnny Depp, you literally have people watching your every move.
Exactly.
It's not like he's literally one of the greatest actors of all time. No joke, and I'm not even saying that to
Hmm.
to because I like Johnny Depp because I'm biased. He's literally one of the most known actors of our time. So it's just like you're gonna have people having eyes on him. That's just like if Jada Pinkett Smith came out and said Will Smith
Oh,
abused her.
Jesus
Now
Christ.
that would be
If Jada, let me not say that. Never mind.
yeah, that would be a
I would have
very,
said something
very
totally out of pocket. They would have never listened to us again.
man, but it's just like you can't do that, especially when you're Johnny Depp and when you got allegations like that on you. I don't even
Yes,
want to get into the
because
other case because I was gonna say something about my guy,
who?
Mister Lanes, Tory Lanes, but we ain't
Nah,
gonna.
Tory shot Megan. Anyway,
I don't think
that
so.
is the official stance of the Alpha Podcast. Tory Lane shot Megan Thee Stallion.
Sure, but I don't know, man. It's just like the allegations and things like that, and just trying to bring somebody down and changing their career is just like there's been so many times where people have just done it, and I'm not even saying it's all women, but majority of women just do it because they're money hungry, because they want money and because
I'm
they
not
want
gonna. I'm
monetary
not gonna
gain
say
out of it.
majority of women. I'll say a lot of women do it.
Yeah, let me not say majority of women. Let me
Right.
not do
Yeah.
that. Let me
Correct
not
that.
do that. But the women that do it, that lie about it, the main reason why they do it is because they just want money. And that's terrible because money, that does go to show the
the,
quote, money is the
the
root of
love of
all
money is
evil.
the root of all evil. Yep.
And it that it proves it right there. How you gonna accuse somebody of beating on you or sexually harassing you or even worse, raping you,
We
all
just
just
talking
to get
overall
money?
because Johnny Depp he didn't have any rape charges. We
Yeah,
talk. We
yeah,
talking
just overall
overall.
in general, like how can you do that? That's evil.
All
That's
right.
literally so evil, bro. Which brings us into our next thing, bro.
Next topic. Talking about evil women.
Man, did y'all
Everybody
see?
saw it.
Did y'all see, bro? I seen it on TikTok. Personally, I didn't believe it, but I thought it was just like scripted or just like an act or something. But then, like when I seen that she was in jail for it, I was just like, "Ain't no way." But apparently, there was a guy. He cheated on his girlfriend, and she decided to take it upon herself, get his mom's ashes and bring them to a river and dump all of her ashes out. And then even after that, she dumped the container that the ashes was in the river as well. So it was just like all because he cheated. Now, I ain't trying to justify homeboy actions because we all know cheating is not a good thing to do.
Right.
But at the same time, you just have to realize that cheating is not that bad to the point where you go into somebody's house, take their deceased mother's ashes and dump them into a river. That's, if you ask me, that's just, I don't even know the word for it. That's more than evil. That's
Abhorrent.
man.
That's the only way you can describe it. It's like you got to be. That man's mother is not here no more, and
Right.
that's. I mean, of course he has pictures. I'm assuming he has pictures of her and whatnot, but that's like really the only thing that he has left of his mother is his mother.
Right.
So for you to just get mad and throw her ashes in the water, that's I'm learning that I don't like people who don't have impulse control.
Mhm.
Like people who claim hangry. I don't believe that. I don't cuz I can't be around we grown. So I can't be around you if you being hungry is going to alter your mood and now you turn
Yeah.
into a monster just because you hungry.
Like, yeah, man. I don't believe in that
So I
mess either.
can't have you. So for you, okay, yeah, I cheated on you. It's effed up on my behalf. But for you to then go around and throw my mother's ashes
Yeah,
into a
that's
river,
that's completely out of
I can
pocket.
never get that back. That's something that you can say sorry all you want, but I can't get my mother's ashes back.
They dissolved all in the water. That is, man. I'm telling y'all, when I first seen a video, I didn't even want to believe it. As a matter of fact, it just popped up on my For You page today, and y'all, this is all because homeboy cheated. You know what I'm saying? This ain't just because of something random. Like um, he cheated. You know what I'm saying? And like I
Mhm.
said, I'm not. Video, this girl's boyfriend cheated on her, so she decided to get a hold of his mother's ashes, who has obviously passed away, and decided to pour all the ashes inside of this river. Come on. Reportedly, the 38-year-old woman that did this act, Augustine Gladney, was arrested and charged with misuse of a body, a Class A misdemeanor, which is up to 1 year in jail, and also had to pay a $4,000 fine. Jesus Christ. Now, Another thing is that I did not know that she was 38. You are a
You too
38
old to be doing
year
this.
old woman. Now, I'm not going to say, I'm going to say this, but don't take this the wrong way when I say this. If it was somebody that was like around our age, okay, yeah, like you're more immature. Um, and I'm not trying to justify this in any way, shape, or form, but let's compare me. I'm 19. 19 plus 19 is 38. Let's take it back to if she was 19 years old.
Mhm.
I guess you can say, no, I'm not, like I said, I ain't trying to justify this woman's actions, but I guess you can say if it was 19 years ago when she was 19, that it could probably be more understandable because they're immature. And in some cases, when people are like a little younger, they tend to not think before they make decisions. So, but you are a grown lady. You are a
Mhm.
grown lady dumping your ex boyfriend's ashes into a river.
That's what I was talking about, impulse control. Especially, I didn't even know she was 38. So
Me
at
neither.
38, basically 40 years old, you should have some type of impulse control to be like, you know what, this nigga cheated on me, but I'm not even, you know what,
Yeah, like I ain't
bye,
tripping. Just move
bye.
on. Facts.
You know,
And when you're older like that, then I feel like you should have some type of control over your emotions. And well, you can't control your emotions. Obviously, your emotions are going to control you 9 times out of 10. But at the
I mean,
same
but that's part.
time,
Isn't that? I'm sorry to cut you off, but isn't that part of growing up though? Is controlling your emotions and not letting your emotions control you?
I wouldn't necessarily say that. I mean, I would say that you have a better way of like understanding them. And like let me put it like this: when you're younger, and I guess you can say with time comes maturing. Of course, when you're younger, let's say you wanted to go to the water park but you couldn't,
Mhm.
so you cried about it. Um, it would suck. Let's say when you're a little older. I think it just all depends on what the situation is. I think 9 times out of 10 you'll never really be able to control your emotions. If you're gonna get mad about something, you're gonna be mad about it. If you're gonna be angry about something, you're gonna be angry about it. There's no way that you can necessarily control your anger. I don't. I'm saying, what am I trying to say? I think you can. I think that you can control your actions behind your anger, but I think if you're angry, you're just gonna be angry. I think that's what I'm trying to say. But I think the actions behind it is are controllable. But I think as far as your emotions go, I don't think you can control them. It's like if your grandmother
So you
passed
saying
away.
like if I punch your sister in the face, that's gonna make you angry. But so you can't control that. But you can control how you deal with me, as if like if you want to punch me back or if you just want to walk away. That's what you're saying.
I guess you can say it like that. Let me give a better example. Let's say with this guy, his mother died. Obviously,
Hmm.
if he's sad, he's not gonna be able to control that. You know what I'm trying to say?
Oh, okay. I
Like
got you. I got you.
he's not gonna be able to, just say, "Oh, I'm just about to shake this off. Let me just control this." I'm not gonna be sad. My mom died. Whatever. Let me just brush it off. It don't work. Emotions don't work like that. But um, like I said, I just think once you gain a little bit of maturity, I think you're able to deal with it better. You know what I'm saying? I think you're just able to deal with your emotions a lot better,
Yeah, that's
but
what I'm
I don't
saying.
think you're
Like
able to
as
control them.
and part of maturing is like you get a better handle on
Right,
how
right,
to.
right. A
Yeah,
better
yeah, yeah.
grip on
Okay,
them.
okay,
Right.
okay.
But
Yeah, 38 years old. You nah.
I really still don't believe it. Like I really want to think that that's fake because even when I looked at the video, it just didn't look
No, well,
real.
here's the thing, because I don't know what news report that was, but here's what I heard. I heard that this actually did happen.
Hmm.
This really did happen. Because her mugshot is all over social media now. But as far as that video, I heard that video was just a skit. Now I don't know if they found out what happened and decided to make a skit out of it. But
Oh,
yeah, that's
okay.
what I heard. I don't know if that's true or not, but I heard that yeah, that actual
Right,
video,
because
that's
when
not
I seen
actual
that
footage of her doing it.
when I seen that video, I'm like, okay, obviously somebody's recording this. You
But why
wouldn't
would you be record?
Right, you
Why wouldn't you
wouldn't
stop
tell your
somebody?
friend like, yo, this is not cool. Don't do this. I'm like, this cannot be
I mean,
real.
but
This video,
birds of a f-
birds of a
if this
feather
is
flock
the true,
together.
if this is really the video, birds of a feather flock together.
Mhm.
So if that's the case, she's not gonna have a friend to be like, "Yo, what do you chill out? It ain't worth it."
Right.
She
Yes,
probably
man.
go to his mom's house and get his ashes. We gonna toss her in the water.
And it's really sad that people have friends around like that. And I don't even think it's just that. I think people just got a whole bunch of yes men around. I think that's what it is.
That's what I do not. That's like I'm all into manifestation. Like we gonna be big one day, and when we become celebrities, the world know our name. I don't want to surround myself. I don't want us to be surrounded by a bunch of yes men.
Yeah.
People like Michael Jackson or that's the only example I can think of where they have people around them that I'm not even gonna go into whether Michael Jackson did what he was accused of or not. But you shouldn't be sleeping in the bed with kids.
Right.
So he should have somebody around him like
To say like Michael,
Michael,
like
that ain't
that's
right.
not cool, right?
Even if
Like you
you
can't.
okay, yeah, you said you're not doing nothing, but you a grown man. You can't be sleeping in the bed
Yeah,
with a
with
12-year old
little
that ain't
kids,
family or
right?
friends.
That's a fact, and I think that's just where a lot of like remember me and you, we was watching the Juice World documentary.
Hmm. Prime. Okay. Yep.
He
Juice World.
didn't. I'm not gonna say because I know he had a lot of friends that were telling him like don't do drugs and don't do
Yeah.
this and don't do that, but I just don't think it was. I don't want to say forced on him because you never want to, like I said, you don't want to force somebody to do something, but I don't think he had the proper amount of what am I trying to say? I don't think it was engraved into his mind enough for, I don't think people were saying it to him enough for him to really understand like, yo, I really got to stop doing this. I really can't continuously keep doing drugs cuz 9 times out of 10 doing drugs is just not going to end up good for you. You're
Because
going
if
to be
you listen,
addicted.
well, from what I heard, I don't know if it's true or not, but I heard like when he was on the jet because he died on the plane, or
Yeah.
at least he had went into a medical emergency on the plane. I heard his friends was like, "Yo, do like take him off so we won't get caught." I don't know if that's true or not, but I'm saying like even as you talking about like yes men and whatnot, and just your people around you, even in his music, you're a musical artist, Norm. So this is like
Mhm.
personal. If I heard you constantly rapping about I'm so depressed. I take the drugs to numb the pain. I want to die. I can see my death in my dreams. Da 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 da. I'm gonna be like, yo, Norm, you okay? Or
Yeah,
like
right,
get
right.
Soraya or your mom or Janaya and like have some type of like intervention. Like, yo, you could talk to if there's anything going on. I'm not just
Yeah,
gonna let you continue to
yeah, right. To
constantly put this out how you're feeling and like not do nothing about it.
Yeah, man, and it's just like being not even. I don't even want to just drift off because to what our main point was, but just being in the music industry, it can be a lot of stress, and when you don't have the right type of people around you to tell you what and what not to do, it's just like what did J. Cole say in his one lyric? He say, "Want to be your lover, your best friend, your Batman, Spider Man, fight the police, you know your rivals." In I've been so disconnected. My perspective is ignorant. Do something crazy they won't interject. Do every drug that you want, they gonna let you. He said something like that because it's just like when you in the industry, bro, drugs, money, sex, chains, stuff like that sell. You know what I'm saying? But he basically what he was just saying was like when you when you around people like that, they're gonna continuously let you do it. Ain't nobody gonna tell you right from wrong, bro. And that's the
Yeah.
type of world we live
Like
in.
my mom was real cool with Rick James. And she said, hanging out with Rick James back then, people used to come up to her like, "Oh, you want to do a line, want to do a bump?" Like just casual as if they talking about, "Oh,
Yeah.
do you want this piece of candy or something?" And, she would say no, of course, but like, that's how toxic the industry can be. So it's important to have the right people around you
Yeah,
and
not just a bunch of yes men
yeah.
saying that, oh yeah, like what this is doing is like okay. I think people really just don't wanna I think really what it is like I was watching I don't even know how to pronounce her name, but like I Lena Fix My Life or
Oh,
whatever
yeah,
that lady
Yala fix
name.
my
Yeah.
life. Yeah.
And I was seeing this I think it was the DMX one. And
Oh
he was on there
yeah.
with his son and his son was like, Dad, like I can't be around you if you gonna keep doing drugs. And then I think DMX was like, well, then you just gonna have to not be around me and just like stuff like that. And it's just like, I think really what people are scared of. And these are not your real friends, bro. If you are scared to tell your friend, oh, stop doing drugs and stop doing this. If you scared just because, oh, you're there around your friend for monetary gain and you don't want them to cut you off because you like the fame and you like being around them
Hmm.
and stuff like that because they're famous, then that's ultimately not your friend, bro. Because at the end of the day, like I said, if I was to blow up and I was coming out with music like that and I
We gonna speak
constantly
that into
talked about it,
existence.
that's a fact. And if I constantly talked about it and nobody was trying to, fix it and nobody was trying to, check up on me to see if I was straight, then ultimately, bro, these people that are around me are not my real friends. These
Right.
people that are constantly allowing me to do this stuff, they're not my real friends, bro. And that's just as simple as that. And that's why it really sucks because You got artists like Mac Miller, Lil Peep, Juice WRLD that all died from drugs. And it even sucked because I would see Juice WRLD girlfriend on live, even after he passed away, and she was still doing drugs. She was still smoking. She was still doing stuff to numb the pain of her boyfriend passing away. You have to have a resource, you know, or somebody around to tell you that what you're doing is just not okay.
Right.
What that woman did was not okay. And I don't know what was going through your head that made you think that that was going to justify anything or, get payback or revenge, bro. Because at the end of the day, let's be honest, the best revenge is, success.
Hmm.
If I was in a case scenario like that, ultimately what I would do is I would just, take time, obviously, to myself. If, let's say, I was in a 6-year relationship, my girlfriend broke up with me, whatever. And, it took me a while to move on. Eventually, I would move on and I would find somebody else better. That would be the revenge, but not necessarily going out of my way to go to her house and dumping her father's ashes out in a freaking river. That's just out of line, and that's
But
crazy.
I think that, and this is before y'all get on my head. This is scientifically proven.
Mm.
It's just that women are emotional creatures.
Yeah,
As
definitely.
men, we're always told that growing up, like you have to be careful with women. They can be highly emotional.
Right.
But I mean, I think at a point we got to draw the line with that. It's like we can't, because that can't be a justification for somebody doing such an egregious crime.
Yo, it's crazy that you speak on that. I was just gonna say, I was gonna try to compare, but it's not really comparable. It can be, but you've seen a J. Cole Joyner Lucas video, Your Heart,
Yeah.
like what she was doing, like she was wild and she was like cutting up his couches, pouring alcohol on his couches,
Mhm.
spray painting his pillows. She poured lighter fluid all over his car, set his car on fire, all because I think he cheated.
Mhm.
And it's just like stuff like that. She even took his chains and like took his chains that he spent thousands of dollars on, and she gave his chains to another man. So it's just like
That's violent.
that's crazy to me. But it's just like stuff like that can really, really just be like, um I don't know, man. It's just things like that are just out of pocket to me. Like if like I ain't gonna lie, that Sullivan joint, I bust the windows out
Watch
your
your
car. You
car.
remember that? It's
Yeah.
just like
Dang, you just took me back.
woman in general.
Dang, that was Jasmine Sullivan.
Hmm.
She been around for a minute. I didn't know that was her.
Yeah, man, Jasmine. I'm telling you, she underrated. Me personally, I think she better than Beyonce, but
Okay, we're not
she
gonna
better than
tolerate that here.
Beyonce.
That is not
She's better than
that
vocally.
is not the official stance of the All Over
Vocally
podcast.
to me, maybe not artistically, but vocally, I think she can sing better.
You know what?
But
After we get into this, I want to ask you something pertaining to
bet,
Beyonce.
bet, bet.
But
But yeah, women can definitely be emotional, but that does not give you guys the right to just do out of pocket things, bro. It just doesn't. And if anybody thought, because I'm not gonna lie, even in those comments, I literally seen people, and I went to their pages, and I seen women saying like, um, yeah, honestly, I can see where she's coming, basically trying to justify it, and I'm like
it's
sitting there like, are you kidding
it's
me?
crazy that this happened because a couple, like literally, I think it was last week, maybe 2 weeks ago. I posted something on my story. It was a
Mm,
video of a woman. She had threw the man Xbox or PlayStation out of the window. I think it looked like he lived like 4 stories up. She threw all his clothes, like she wasn't home, so I don't know how she got into his house. She must have had a key, but she bleached everything, had clothes all over the floor, emptied his food
mm,
out of the
mm, mm.
refrigerator, poured it all on the ground and whatnot. And then it's like I had commented, I was like, y'all do all this, but then when to cry at your arraignment. That mugshot picture, your messed up
Right.
makeup because you've been crying. You know,
Mm,
$1 million worth of game. Wallow and Gilly, the podcast.
nah.
It's to they like you should listen to it sometime. It's really dope. But what Wallow did was Wallow did 20 years in prison. He just
Yeah.
got out a couple years ago, and he went in for robbing a bank. And something he's a motivational speaker now. And something he
Of
always
course.
says is, "Don't let 20 minutes cost you 20 years."
Mm, mm,
And it's the
mm.
sentiment of it because in this situation, is she not going to jail for 20 years? But you let your emotions get the best of you. Now you about to face a year in jail and a $4,000 fine.
Right. It's like, let me put it like this. Just one more example. If somebody, matter of fact, let me say this. If somebody, for example, the guy that I don't even want to keep bringing this up. The guy that shot up the tops. I heard some black guy went into like a store and threatened to shoot somebody up. If somebody came and shot up your people and then you went back and shot up their people, would that make anything better, bro? Would that make anything better? It's like if somebody was to come and kill my brother, would it make me any better of a person to go and kill their family
No,
members?
no, you in the same boat as them.
It's just like, man, it's not justifying anything. It's not gonna make anything better, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you said, don't let
20
20
minutes cost
minutes
you 20
cost you 20
years.
years, bro.
Yeah.
You can't, bro. You can't try to get revenge by doing something that's just evil, just upright evil, bro. Because let's be honest, yeah, I think majority, not if not everybody that's watching this right now, can all agree that what that woman did was not. It just wasn't. It's That's not okay.
Mm.
In any way, shape, or form, is that okay? Him cheating obviously wasn't okay, but you going and doing what you did, that's not okay, bro. You know how enraged I would be. I'm not gonna lie. If I ever was to see that woman again, I don't hit woman, but I gotta put
No,
my hands
don't
on that
say that.
girl,
Don't
bro.
say that. Oh
You
my
gonna bro?
gosh.
Nah. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I might not beat her,
Oh my god.
but I might have to smack the crap out of her. But I'm not
Oh,
gonna lie.
Norm.
I'm not gonna lie,
Jesus
y'all.
Christ.
Zion, if a woman dumped your mother's ashes out, your mother, what are you gonna do?
We're done for. We just lost all our viewers. I'm gonna get okay. You know what? You right. She got to suffer,
I'm
but
sorry.
not by the hands of me.
I'm not gonna
I gotta.
get.
I gotta get. Okay. I know we just got to the saying like doing what somebody else did
Maybe
ain't
not
right.
even. Maybe not even me.
That's
Maybe I
what I'm
might get
saying.
my sister to
I gotta
fight
get
for
my
me.
sister to get you a
Right.
song.
You
Like
you gon' you gon' you're
you
gonna get what's
you
coming to you.
gotta
I'm
catch a
not gonna
fade
lie.
for
You
this, but
gotta
I'm
catch
not
a
gonna do
fade.
it.
But that's just all. In all honesty, that's just not okay, bro. Never in my life would I go out of my way. I don't care if we was together for 50 years. Never in my life would I go out of my way to do something that
Yeah.
disrespectful. I mean, okay, maybe I might mess with your homegirl, but that's not that's not as
That is
bad.
a proper one right there.
Right.
Yeah, you
That
know.
that's not as bad as literally going and dumping somebody's deceased mother's ashes into a river.
Like I said, that's something he can't never get back.
You
All
can't,
the
right?
I'm
You
sorry's
can't
in the
get
world
that
can't.
back, bro.
Yeah.
You can't get that back, bro. That is your mother's remains. You cannot get that back. Literally, like it's just I don't even know what drives people to do this type of stuff, bro. I don't know what this road is coming to. It's just like every other week, every week actually, is just another evil headline that's reporting. Literally, and I just can't
Yeah,
I
it
can't
seems
grasp
like
my hand around it to even understand what's going on, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like I don't know, man. It's just I don't like the fact that people try to justify these terrible actions and when people do these things, you have people that are on their side. And I'm not gonna just say this world is perfect because I know that this world isn't perfect, and I know there are gonna be jerks and people out there like that that are gonna support these crazy out of pocket actions. But people are gonna be people, and people are gonna support negativity either way. You
mhm.
just got negative people in this world.
Saying my mom always say, grown people do what grown people do.
Yeah.
You can't control it.
Yeah. And a lot of the times it's freaking 15-year-old freshmen that are still in high school trolling on these accounts saying that, oh, what this person did was right and things like that, and people that are just ignorant. And like I was actually watching this video, and I don't know if you know him. He reviews music, but his name is Danito Drop or Fantano. I think that's his
I heard
name.
of them. Yeah.
And he tried to critique an all black album. An album that was basically advocating for black people. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it was somebody part of TDE, Top Dog Entertainment. And it was an album that was basically just, coming from the black people roots, saying the struggle of black people, and a white guy tried to critique it. You cannot critique something, and you can't try to judge something if you don't know what you're talking about, if you're ignorant to it. You just can't do that. That's not I'm not saying you can't have your opinion on it because everybody can have an opinion. But as far as you critiquing it, you can't critique it, bro, because one, you're white. Two, you're
Right.
not black, which is the same thing.
So you can't connect with
Yeah,
what's
you
going
can't
on in that
connect with
album.
it. You know what I'm saying? And it's just the same with this media. These white people will never know the way. Me personally, I'll never know the way it feels to lose a mother because I haven't never necessarily lost my mom. I've lost my grandmother, but
Yeah.
as far as losing a mom, but like I said, I ain't just in this woman's actions. I'm on bro's side, but I'll never know the way he feels because I've never been in that position. But for these people to say, "Oh, what that woman did was right. Men aren't supposed to cheat. Men aren't supposed to do this." How can you even justify something like that? That is evil.
Yeah.
Like, man, I don't know. I don't know what's been going on. Um, I really don't, bro. This world is just we these evil people are just coming out more and more and more, and I don't know, bro.
It's funny that you bring up the that whole white artist trying to review a black artist album,
Hmm.
because I wanted that leads us into our next topic of you know how people been talking about CRT, critical race theory, and taking it out of school and talking about how they need to schools need to stop talking about how the U.S. is basically racist at its core and all that.
Yeah, right, right.
A mother is suing a school district because her son refuses to do chores now. A white lady, she has a biracial son. Dad is black. She's suing the school system because her son, I guess the school's been teaching CRT, critical race theory, and now he feel like anything he has to do, he kind of like, I guess, is playing the race card and not. I don't know. He's trying to pull the race card. I'm gonna
Because
see if I can find a video.
because
Hold
he's
on.
white or because he's black.
Hold on.
Because if you ask me, that's
Wait, why is
actually
it?
that's kind of I don't know how to feel about that. But
Hold on. Let me find this audio right quick.
The father's black, you're white, and you can't mention issues with race before you're saying. What exactly changed?
Right. We didn't have issues before. He's in eighth grade. They introduced this critical program, and now he's having racial issues that was not there before.
What kind of racial issues is he having?
Well, he's seen himself just as a black man. He's seen things that don't go his way as racism, and he's finding safety in numbers now.
So when you're saying he gets a bad grade at school, he blames racism, or a girl rejects him on a date, racism. Are those the kind of things you're seeing?
Yes, I asked him to clean the house, racism. Yes.
You're kidding, right? Or are you serious?
No, I'm serious. They have totally changed his perspective. They have put him in a box.
so, how do you feel about that? Let me get your opinion on that.
I think that that's more so an issue of parenting than it is the school system. I think that if your child, first of all, what that tells me is his father didn't speak to him. You know, because if school is how he first was introduced to critical race theory and all that, that clearly says his black father hasn't spoken anything about our experience. And his mom is saying he's only viewing himself as a black man, which I can't say I agree with that because yeah, you are biracial, so you have a white side, but the black gene is dominant. So while you are biracial, you're gonna be treated as a black man.
That's a fact.
That's what
And
you look like.
let me say something real quick. I really, really hope that it's not a black or not a black. I hope it's not a white teacher that's trying to teach that class and that's trying to talk about black people and trying to teach. I hope not.
I'm not even gonna say that because, and shout out to my eighth grade social studies teacher, Miss Lecky. She did an excellent job. I didn't even know this had a name. I was in eighth grade. I didn't know it was called critical race theory. But looking back at it, she did an excellent job teaching us, about basically the U.S. and critical race theory needs to be taught because I know people don't like it, but at its core, the U.S. is racist. It's ingrained into the very fabric of this nation. So I'm not gonna say it's all about how you teach it. I'm not gonna say white teachers shouldn't teach it at all because, like I said, I had a white teacher who taught it wonderfully.
Right.
I don't have any bad thing to say about what she taught us.
Mhm.
But I just like I said, that's something he should have been taught at home.
Okay, let me say something. And I'm not in any way, shape, or form trying to side with the mom, but there is something wrong with the way those people are teaching. If that boy is coming home and if he not trying to do dishes because of the way that he was taught something at that school, there is something completely wrong with that. If I had a mixed son, right,
Mhm.
and let's put it into perspective, I'm a white male, I'm a white guy, and his mother is black. If I tell my son, hey son, when you get home, and he get out of school at 2:44, I text him at 3 o'clock. When you get home today, I'm gonna need you to do the dishes. Oh no, Dad, I'm a black male. I don't need to listen to you. My mom is black, or I don't know whatever the case
Right.
is with them. But For him to come home and doing that, it got to be something wrong with the way that they teaching.
Well,
I don't know.
that's why I say it's more of a. I don't think that way. That's why I say it's more of a parental thing. Like, why are you not? No matter what goes on at school and what you're taught, I'm your mother. Whether I'm white, black, or Mexican,
Right.
you gonna do as I say. You know
Yeah.
that should have been taught at home. So
That-
there
yeah,
is no wiggle room
definitely.
for him to come home and be like, "Well, they taught us that white people are evil or whatever they taught," and so you telling me to do the dishes is that's racism.
Okay, it's not funny, but
It's not
just
funny,
like,
but I just
bro,
had a
what?
flashback. Like if I was to come home and say something like that to my mother, like if I was for some reason, let's say I was adopted,
Mhm.
I was white and came home to my black mama, and I told Michelle that you can't tell me to do the dishes because that's racism. All I'm gonna say is I would not be here today. Y'all would not be hearing my voice today.
Black
I'll be
cats
laid
don't
off.
play.
I'll be at
Facts.
Forest Lawn, 6 feet under.
Facts. Man, it's just like, I don't know. I think that obviously it should be a class that should be taught, but I think it should be taught the right way. If you're coming home and you are telling your mother that you're not going to do something because of what you were taught at school, what is another example, bro? How can I
Okay.
even
How about the whole argument of, because I saw this on Facebook recently too, I'm not doing my homework because a real job in the real world doesn't give you homework. Let's say your teacher came home and said, because I can say that teachers nowadays are, if you get a younger teacher, they're a lot more liberal with the way they teach, and they'll
Yeah.
straight up tell you like, what y'all learning today is not what you're gonna need in the real world.
Yeah.
Because I've had teachers tell me that, and
That's a
it's the
fact.
truth. Before y'all get mad, I know it's like a lot of older people listening. It's the truth.
Yeah, majority of the stuff. I'm not gonna use y equals mx plus b for anything unless I'm trying to be a math teacher in college or something.
Right.
But I can't agree with that claim. I can agree, but at the same time, if I do want to graduate, I'm gonna need to do my homework. You know what I'm saying? I don't.
Okay, so overall, do you think that critical race theory should be taught in school and that kids should be taught the truth about?
Of course, I think it should be taught, but I just think that it should be taught a certain way. I don't think that you should necessarily come home and tell your white mom that you're not going to do the dishes because you're mixed and because you're a black male, which isn't wrong. Like, I think mixed kids, if they, have a black parent, I think it overall, I don't want to say this because if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong, but I think the black side does kind of dominate the white side.
What you mean, like genetically?
I think, yeah, genetically, I do think like,
well, yeah, like I was
blacks,
saying, we have the black genes, so
yeah.
like you can
So,
tell when a person's mixed. Like,
right,
they
right.
look black, they don't look white.
I'm not gonna say like people like Logic, he mixed, but man,
Okay,
that guy
Logic,
look white.
I don't know how Logic is biracial, but Logic
a
looks like a
fact.
white man.
That's a fact. But majority of the time, 9 times out of 10, if you're mixed, you're gonna look black. But when you're getting taught that in class, I don't think you should be coming home. Like I said, if I was a white or a mixed male, and my mom was white, and I told my mom, I'm not doing the dishes. I'm a black male. If you're telling me to do the dishes, that's racist. Now, it is wrong on her part that she's not trying to step up. I don't know if she did because like I said, we don't know the backside to the story. We don't have basically every single detail. So maybe she did try to say something to him. I'm not sure. I have no idea. But
I would imagine she did. I don't think that the son came home and said, "I'm not doing the dishes because that's racism." And her first thing was like, "Okay, I'm a sue the school system." I think there was probably she probably talked to him. She probably had his dad talk to him. They may have talked to him together. But at the end of the day, I still stand on my 10 toes down. I think it's a
right.
parental issue. I think that it's something the parents did at home, not necessarily the
Now,
school.
let's be honest. If there was a kid or somebody, matter of fact, no, if there was a group of kids, let's put it like this. Let's say there was a group of 10, let's say there was 10 mixed kids in that class, and each kid went home and told their mom that they're not doing the dishes because that's racist. Then do you think it would be a good time to sue the school? Because obviously there's something wrong with the way of teaching. What do you think? Because if we being honest, I think he might be the only mixed kid in that classroom.
Okay, like you said, if 10 kids came home, if the teacher taught a lesson, and if that's what was taken from the lesson, okay, then I see what you're saying. Then it's something the way that teacher taught it. Then it becomes a problem.
And then you also gotta keep in mind that this it's I'm not saying that because I don't know who's in his classroom, but I would assume that he might probably be the only mixed kid in there.
Why you say that?
I don't know. It's just like we don't necessarily see a lot of. Actually, no, I can't even say that. I can't even say that. But I don't necessarily think that uh he would be the. I don't know, bro. Because matter of fact, you could be right. You could be right. Maybe it is a not maybe. It probably most likely is a how you raise your kid type of problem because
Because you should know, no matter what. I don't
yeah,
care if the school say
disrespect your
come
mom.
home and slap your mom. You better not touch me. I know that.
Yeah, right. Um, I don't know. It's something that's telling me like a school. I don't think she should take it as far as suing the school, but I do think that a school does play a big part in that.
Well, basically, what her whole thing is, I think that because that was I got that news clip from Fox News. So if
Mm.
you know, that's very conservative. I think her whole thing is because they're trying to ban critical race theory across the nation from being taught in schools. They want us to be taught that white people and black people, I guess, always got along. White people ain't never did nothing crazy,
Yeah, nah.
which is not the truth. So I think that's really that's giving them ammunition to kind of take that route. But I don't know. It's not.
It's a tricky situation in my
Yeah,
opinion.
I still say it's a parental issue.
And like I said, I can agree with that because not only is it like that with mixed kids, but I do see.
Okay,
I'm not
imagine.
being-
Okay, something that can that we can resonate with as black kids, 100% black kids. I'm okay. Well, I went to predominantly white schools, so I was not necessarily taught in lessons, but you would always hear teachers, students, however it would come about, was like, "Oh, you shouldn't hit your kids." So then, would it be wrong of me to go home and be like, "Mom, if you hit me, I'm calling the cops"?
Yeah,
Let's be honest. You ever thought about saying that? You never thought about telling your mom calling the cops, even though it might have got you killed.
okay. I'm gonna put it like this. I've thought about it before. I'm not gonna lie. When I was younger, I got whoopings.
I got a lot of whoopings.
I got whoopings. I'm not gonna lie to you. I got whoopings. But what am I trying to say? There's a point. There's a point in time where like, okay, yeah, you've disciplined me. You can whoop me. But when you start to get out of pocket,
I
you know what
remember.
I'm saying? Because I like literally it be kids growing up that be getting hit with like switches and
No-
stuff like that. That's
Yeah.
kind of crazy to me.
Not to go off topic. I remember one time I was getting a whooping, and like my parents had me older in life. So like while I was growing up, my mom was like in her 50s. So I remember one time I was getting a whooping, and of course I'm younger, she's older, so I'm faster. I can move around. So I got away. I was out of the room where she was whooping me with the belt, and I started to run.
Running away from whoopings.
I
is
started to run
crazy.
to the door. I was about to open the door. She said, "I wish you motherfucking would." And I was like, "Look, it is freedom and not a whooping on the other side of this belt." But I was like, "I don't know what she gonna do if I open this door. I'm
Right.
gonna just stay here and take this." I used to hide behind the couch and everything.
What I'm trying to say, y'all, is that um I see when I'm in stores and stuff, I don't want to make this like I don't want to what am I trying to say? I don't even know the word. I know the word, but I can't think of the word right now. I'm not trying to be stereotypical. That's the word.
Mhm.
But sometimes when I'm out and I'm grocery shopping or when I'm doing something normal, I do see a lot of white kids acting up. And I see the parents, Johnny, don't do that. You
I
can't
don't.
do that. And
Yeah, I don't think there's nothing wrong with identifying a difference in how we're raised as black children and how white children are raised, because there is a vast difference. Like you said,
Mhm.
white, what they call now, they have a term for it these days. It's called gentle parenting. I don't know what, I guess the other term would be ungentle or violent parenting.
Yeah.
White children grow up, majority I would say, grow up with the whole gentle parenting thing where parents talk to them and try and talk out issues, as opposed to our parents
Yeah.
beat our ass.
Right. And I'm gonna put it like this. There are some things that white parents do right. But then there's some things that white parents do wrong. And
Right.
then it's the same with blacks. Some things we can do another way, but it's just the way that they're raised, and it's the way that we're raised. There's just always gonna be a difference, you know what I'm saying? And I think it all really does date back to slavery.
Somebody said something. I can't remember where I got this from. It was a movie, TV show, a podcast, or what. But someone said, as black children, our parents didn't have time to necessarily raise us. So that's why, we were kind of raised with violence. It was like, look, you being left home alone, don't open this door for nobody, or you have to deal with me.
Right.
Like they just because they had to deal with work and all of that. I'm not saying that's right or wrong. I can't even remember where I got that from, but I kind of feel like that's true because I
Right.
do. They be in a rushing for whatnot in the morning, or even not just being left home alone. It's like get good grades or da 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 da, or you got
Yeah.
you got to deal with me. So
Yeah, it's just certain things, but I definitely do. I can understand what you mean by this whole situation with this mixed kid doing this. I just think it's a very controversial topic. I think people are gonna have different opinions on it. 100%. I do. At the end of the day, I do. I don't think that the subject that's being taught should be taken out of school because I do think that is crucial for Black people to know their history.
and white people because history repeats
Right.
itself.
Of course. Yeah. White people and Black people
Because we
to just
can't we
know.
can't grow up in a world where everything is all what they say cookie cutter or whatever,
Right.
where
And
it's
where
like
people are, where white people are just ignorant
that's
to our
because
struggle.
that's not the truth because for so many years and still today we're being suppressed and we're being treated differently just
Yep.
because of the color of our skin.
100%. You know what I'm saying? And, they've showed us that in these last couple of these last couple of months. It's really
Absolutely.
been coming out that a lot of people are just ignorant to our struggle nowadays, and we're still being treated the same way. So I do think that this subject should be taught. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, bro. There's so many times where I'd be in school, high school, and even middle school, and my history teachers, even during Black History Month, wouldn't teach us nothing about Black History Month at all. And then I just always sat down and I just always thought about that. And I'm just like, how can y'all even overlook that? Because we got these big, huge 600 to 800 page textbooks.
Or it's the generic. Okay, it's Black History Month, Rosa Parks, Martin Luther King.
Yeah, all of
They don't
that.
even touch on Malcolm X because he was too radical for them. So like Rosa Parks, Martin Luther King,
I love Malcolm X.
Civil Rights Movement. All right, World War II.
Yep. And it's just like you can't do that, y'all. Taking that class away, I'm gonna just let y'all know it's going y'all going black folk are going to wreak
If it
havoc.
happens, it's gonna bite.
It's
Not even
going
it's gonna
yeah.
bite as a society. It's gonna bite us in the butt.
Yeah, black people are gonna wreak havoc, bro. They gonna protest. It's gonna be all types of stuff that happen. And it's already bad enough that we don't even learn about it that much in schools, especially Buffalo public schools. Y'all need to get a grip on that. For real. And I'm not even trying to be funny, bro. Like the way Buffalo public schools is operating nowadays is crazy. Me personally, I haven't been in a Buffalo public school in about a year, so I don't know what's changed.
I ain't been in one since first grade.
Right. So I'm already knowing with you, but I don't know, man. I just know majority of the time when I was in there, we didn't really learn about Black history and stuff that much. We really didn't. So I don't know, man. It's just that this whole situation. Do I think the mom should sue the school? No. Do I think there should be some type of common ground between the school and her? Yes. Do I think that the school has something to play in the way he's doing this? Yes, I do. I don't. If I was a mixed kid, I don't necessarily think I would do that.
Right.
I don't think I would do that, and that's just me being me. Like I said, I don't have any experience of being mixed. I'm not mixed. I do have some white in me. I'm not gonna lie. I do got a lot of white in me, but I'm not mixed.
More than the average
Yeah,
Black person.
yeah, more than the average Black person. My dad's side, they got a lot of white in them, but I'm not mixed. But like I said, speaking from experience, I can't do that because I'm like I said, again, I'm not mixed, but I don't necessarily think that I would do that. I just don't. It's just I don't know. It's just a matter of how you handle stuff, bro. But as far as suing a school, I don't think she should go that far.
Right.
That's kind of, I don't know. That's kind of iffy. I think that she should probably. I think it's good that you have people like I remember I used to be in school and they used to have the board and other people come in and sit in our classrooms to see what we was learning about. I do think
that stuff
that's
was
good.
so fake because teachers used to treat us like crap. And so, guys, principal so and so was observing today, and they was on the
just
best behavior ever.
bro.
Now, I don't have teachers cuss at me. And I never tell you I had a teacher say nigga.
Nah, you did.
I don't think I ever said it on here. I remember my 10th grade English teacher. His name, I ain't gonna say his name. At my school in Virginia that I went to, he said it in a way. He shouldn't have said it no way, but the context he said it. Here's the context. I guess somebody in the class has said nigga. And so this was like the beginning of the year. So he yelled, he's like, hey, listen up. So we all quiet. This was at the end of class, and he was like, look, in this classroom, ain't nobody know bitch and ain't nobody know nigga. And he was white, so we was all just like,
Shook.
what the
Right.
what he just say? We was like, should we tell somebody? Like, nobody ever said nothing to this day. I don't think nobody, and I don't know if that's something he says every year or what, but nobody ever said nothing. But it was kind of ineffective because we were still saying in the class anyway. But we almost out of here, so we gonna lighten it up when we get out. I wanted what you said about Beyonce earlier. I want to get your take on this because this is a unpopular opinion I have.
Mhm.
I think that Kelly Rowland is just as good as Beyonce.
As far as what?
Singing ability.
I think it's a lot of people better than Beyonce.
I didn't say better. I said just as good as Beyonce.
Just as good.
Yes.
Ah.
You don't think just? Hold on.
I don't know. I think I can understand what you're saying. Obviously, I can understand what you're saying. But
Peep this. Just peep this.
okay, cool. Let me hear.
That's Beyonce. All right, now Michelle Williams joined her. Now here, listen to Kelly. That's Kelly holding that joint.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all, bro. I think Beyonce is mid. I never was really too much of a big fan of her.
you can boo me. I don't care. I've been saying a lot of things today that I might get a lot of hate for. Whatever.
I'm getting a new co-host.
I don't know, bro. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like, let's be honest. I think Beyonce, she got some bangers. She got some great songs, but I don't know. I never really was too psyched about her. I know a lot of female artists that I think are like I said, Jasmine Sullivan is overall to me. Have you heard this woman's riffs? Bro, literally I posted it.
Was it like last year, 2 years ago? She Had Feelings. I will say that was fire, but I don't know.
Don't forget to.
You getting off topic? I said it's Kelly Rowland just as good as Beyonce. You're not gonna slander Beyonce.
Yeah, I think Beyonce. She just she was the pick of the litter as far as Destiny's Child go.
I think
the other two were overlooked a lot.
Here's what I didn't know about Destiny's Child. When Destiny's Child split up, first of all, we have to understand the music industry is not only racist, but then when it comes to people of color, it's also colorist. So, you get your light-skinned artists who may get better opportunities than your dark-skinned artists. So that's one. But two, from what I understand, is that after Destiny's Child split up, Matthew Knowles, who managed Destiny's Child, Beyonce's dad, he continued to manage Kelly Rowland. Now, I think that's a conflict of interest. Because if let's say your mom managing you and managing me.
Right.
If an opportunity come along and they say, hey, this is extended to both Zion and Norm, let's say even I'm more qualified, who's your mom gonna pick? Your biological blood mother gonna pick.
Fact.
So I feel like, that's one of the reasons Kelly Rowland's not as big as she was. But hey, she still got bangers. If you don't, she had a song like 2 years ago called Crazy. Y'all need to go listen to that joint. And yeah, we gonna get out of here. Today I like this episode. Trending topics and whatnot. Don't forget, y'all can follow us on Instagram at The All Over Podcast. We're also on YouTube. We on Spotify. All our links are in our Instagram, iHeartRadio, Anchor. Don't forget, y'all can also interact with us. Go on Spotify, go on Anchor, type in questions if you ever want to, interact with the show, leave a voice message. Just know that we love y'all. We got big things coming. We're expanding. I'm gonna just say that.
That's a fact. 100%.
So yeah, y'all have a beautiful, blessed week, and we will see y'all later.
Peace.
Young Nab, baby.